Give it to me like.
This is my journey as a single mom on the outskirts.
Miss Trainer! Melissa. So
Beta trains.
Miss Traina.
Michelle Traina, I'm so sorry, Mr. Call.
She's a good person. She's got a lot of heart and a lot of caffeine.
I just walked into chaos in the form of a woman.
Welcome the creator, the star of Divorce Diaries.
Welcome to Divorce Diaries Show podcast. I'm Michelle Traina, the creator and the host and the unbrushed hair. This is Divorce Diaries, unbrushed Sunday edition. I didn't feel like brushing my hair because I like the way it looks, like crimpy and messy, and I feel like it looks kind of hot, but then I'm going to watch this video later and I'm going to be like, ew. This episode has been brought to you by Solid State Coffee, our official Divorce Diaries coffee sponsor for this fall. The 8-track blend is available. If you could see it on my line. Yeah, 8-track blend is available at solidstatecoffee.com. There is going to be some upcoming news that I have to share with everybody, more about Solid State and what they offer. If you see, I'm drinking it right now. It's delicious. It's so great. They're also located on the Upper West Side in New York City. If you're in New York and you want to actually go get the coffee, you can. Special thing is that if you buy the coffee online, use promo code Divorce Diaries, you get 10% off. It's located, so if you want to go in to have the coffee experience, because they have some really great food as well, fresh baked pastries, sandwiches, 104 West 71st Street, New York, solidstatecoffee.com. So in New York City, you can go grab a cup, or you can buy it online wherever you are in the United States. So today I am discussing hot and cold. Hot and cold. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure I did an episode about that. I don't know. I'm discussing where I'm at. This has been an In the Weeds week. I feel like I've done episodes that say In the Weeds too. So I feel bad if I, repeat stuff like that. But you know what? I'm always in the weeds. I have a tendency to take on a lot and then feel overwhelmed by all the things that I take on. But don't we all, as moms, as dads, as single parents? So I am a host of What's Up New York. I have Divorce Diaries that I tour with, Divorce Diaries TV series, and all the other content that goes along with the brand. And then I have the podcast. Then I have acting gigs. I shot 2 commercials this week, or 1 commercial this week, 1 last week. And I am also, I adjuncted a college online. So I do a lot, and it's mainly because I love all of it. But also, as an actor, a comedian, you have to have multiple gigs going in order, if you want to make a full-time salary, unless you then land a network job where you're like bling, bling, blinging every week, which that's the goal. I just kind of want to talk about this. This is on my brain. Do you guys, financially, I'm not where I want to be. And I've talked about this in the podcast before. And I switched careers. After I switched careers from my ex-husband and being married from a teacher back to an actor, you do take a pay cut. And I was talking to my mom and my aunt, my uncle last night, and they're like, she's an artist. That's why, my mom's still like worried about me with student loans and money. And my mom does not need to worry anymore. She was in the hospital this week for dehydration. She passed out. She's okay. She's still kind of trying to get back to 100%. She still works full time. And I feel partially guilty for, not being able to give her enough so she doesn't have to work anymore. So I'm in a weird headspace about everything. And I just literally prayed and meditated for 15 minutes, it felt like, for a higher paying gig. So that I could just be like, Mom, retire tomorrow and I got everything. Don't we all wish that for our parents too, right? Right now it's raining cats and dogs, but it's not raining love life in my life. No, I don't say that. Love life is kind of just there right now. I don't know. I figured out how to take a bath in my bath. I got one of those bathtub stoppers and I felt good taking a bath by myself. That doesn't sound right. Well, I did set up a boundary with someone that is a crush that I felt like a boundary needed to be set. And then he kind of surprised me and did something really nice for me. And then the lack of for me, when it takes somebody like 14 hours to respond to a text message, that incites me to then forget all the good stuff. Does it incite you? Because it does for me. And I started to text him back, and then I kept erasing it because I didn't want to seem volatile. And I also know that we're not really dating right now. We're not dating. We're just friends. And I keep trying. It's hard for me to say that because we were starting to date, and then like I kind of fucked everything up, and then I apologized, and then we're in this gray area now because we've actually kissed and stuff, but I guess the gray area is just that we're friends and going to take it slow. So that's fine. So I really have no reason to get frustrated. I just actually don't like when it takes somebody that long to text me back. And I do it to people too. But when I like somebody, I'm like, if I ask you a question and you can't answer within 2 hours, what the fuck are you doing? That's how and then I started to like spiral down the rabbit hole of like, well, was he spending the night with somebody last night? He could have been. You're not paying attention to your phone for 8 hours. Let's see, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If you're not paying attention to your phone for 14 hours, something's going on. Also, I think he just didn't care to respond, which was kind of weird. So whatever. I know men have said this to me before. Oh, I forget, or like I have ADD or something like that. And it's like, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. You don't have that bad ADD. And stop putting the label of your refusal to want to answer us, lack of care to want to answer us, or like the fact is you might just want to also ignore us. Stop blaming it on ADD. Okay? Stop. It's like not, and I do the same thing. Like I don't blame it on ADD, but I blame it like I got really busy. Let's be real. The priority of getting back to you is not high. That's why they did it. Or if it's like a family member or a close friend that you have not responded to yet, it's because you know that they love you unconditionally and they'll be okay with you getting back to them later. That's okay. And that could be the case too with him. I mean, I don't love the guy unconditionally yet, but like, you know, he's doing a few things that are making me go, okay. But then like you do that and you kind of it's just like a little annoyance. Kind of like when somebody cuts you with the fucking shopping cart at the store and you're like, what are you doing, man? I was here before you. I didn't see you. How did you not see me with my big ass cart and my body in front of you? So we have some upcoming news too for Divorce Diaries. Such good coffee, Solid State Coffee. I will be performing in Morris Plains, New Jersey, the weekend of my birthday. October 26th is my birthday, but the weekend is October 28th. That is my birthday show. Now, I'm going backwards. If you're going in I did this last year, the East and West Coast tour. Few less dates this month because I'm booked on a hosting show. I host a show called What's Up New York. Shout out What's Up New York. Go to ny2c.com to watch up episodes. And also, I have limited availability sometimes for things because of my schedule as a parent. So that has been taking a role in how do I succeed in my acting and comedy career when I have limited childcare. And I am the one that my child, I do everything. And my mom helps me and my mom is not feeling well. Like, how do I figure this out? I don't have like a strategy too. That's why I'm like, help somebody. Then you have the PTO emailing you weekly, literally every single week since we started school. The PTO has emailed us for a fundraiser and asked for money or some task to do. And I know it sounds like I know that they do good things to help provide great events, and they gave us a list too. I know what they do because they gave us a list of things that they do for the school and the community. They also make me feel, they also imply my less than existence in their world. Apparently, I didn't get chosen for the dance committee, and I didn't know until another mom said, I guess we didn't get picked because emails went out to the chosen ones. The chosen ones? If you are doing this deep dive into a 6th grade dance committee and hand selecting people that deserve to be on the dance committee, why don't you look at our dance backgrounds? Okay. Fucking 30 years of dance training. How dare you? Actually, more than that. Okay. How dare you? Plus, I've been a teacher. I can help out. I'm really great at this stuff. I just want to be there for my kid. I don't really want to do anything else but be there for my kid. Maybe it's better I'm not on the dance committee. It's the less things I have to do. However, I don't like the fact that I wasn't chosen. And it makes me feel very on the outskirts, very much rejected, very stupid. And they were like, what else do you want to do? Nothing. I don't want to do anything. I'm giving you the money weekly for other fundraisers that I don't even know why we're fundraising if you're asking me for money. Help sell the popcorn. Give us $35. All right, I'm giving you $35. Now you want me to sell it and give you that money? I don't understand. I also sometimes just don't read the emails. My I know, I sound horrible. I feel like my skin is still like a fucking just a mess. I went to the dermatologist. I'm skip Botox. We're gonna do that on the live, but that costs a lot of money, so I had to postpone that, even though she's giving me a discount. So between the stresses of wanting to expand my comedy career, make more money, get tickets sold, and having the availability of childcare and having someone to help me with childcare, it's a little stressful. I'm a little overwhelmed, a lot overwhelmed actually. My fuse is short for a lot of things lately. I don't know if I'm PMSing or what, but I'm trying to fix that because I don't want to have a short fuse in business or in personal relationships. I want to be calm, cool, and collected and find a solution. And I will look. That's why I write comedy. I mean, that's the reality of it. That's why I like expressing how I feel in the moment. I did go off on a casting director this week about not getting paid, and then I got paid. So probably won't work with him again, but I got paid. I mean, that's what it comes down to, especially because the commercial was for a vitamin for children with special needs. And I have a child with special needs, and you're telling me I need to give a testimonial for the vitamin when you're not paying me up front. Those UGC commercials I've worked on have always given me a security deposit, and then they pay me the rest after I bring in the video. This one wasn't doing that. And after a week of submitting my videos, I was like, so what next? Like, you still want me to create another one, and I'm not doing that. Where's my fucking money? And he was saying, well, you just sent them in 6 days ago. Motherfucker, no. I need the $50 at least for the training, and he did give me that. And then I noticed other people on this email chain were asking, when will I be paid? 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 So that made me feel much better that I said something. I also said something about a film festival that I paid for that's now taken 11 months to decide if we should be in. And I looked at the reviews and it was saying, calling it a scam. So I said, I asked for my money back. He said, we will grant you a refund. And he explained the reasoning why it's taking so long. To be very honest with you, the excuse is not solid like my solid state coffee is. Yes, another commercial here for Solid State Coffee. Do go to solidstatecoffee.com for the 8-track blend or for just to see what else they offer. It's amazing stuff. Plus, their food is really good, by the way. So if you're on the Upper West Side, you need to go and get it because I can tell you right now, if I had that avocado toast, I definitely wouldn't have gone off on that casting director. So here's the thing. I think that they take advantage of especially non-union actors because there's no actual person to go to and say anything about and be your middleman, right? Because that's why I love having my manager because he can go and fight for me if I need it. I don't have to be the quote unquote bad guy. So I don't know, feeling like a little overwhelmed by all of it. The point of today's podcast, I think, if you're getting anything from this me sharing my divorce diary week with you, is stand up for what your gut is telling you to stand up for. Because at the end of the day, another pandemic could happen. Your mother could fall into the hospital with dehydration and shit starts to pivot. And guess what? You wouldn't have gotten paid if you didn't call that casting director out on the bullshit that was happening. It's not the casting director's fault. I think he's stuck in a position, but the client is at fault, I think, for what they're doing. You know, sometimes non-union gigs take a couple of weeks and that's fine, but at least tell us a date. I don't like when people say the money is good, we're not going anywhere. Bitch, that's the fucking last words of somebody that's taking your fucking time and energy. Also, I am very happy to announce that Divorce Diaries won Best Screenplay at the Breakout Film Festival in St. Charles, Illinois. I couldn't go to the festival, and it ended up happening because my mom was in the hospital that Thursday morning, so it was a good thing I wasn't out of the town. And ching ching, I found out I got Best Screenplay. Winning that award, Best Screenplay, validates all those other it validates your worth. It really does. Now, getting all those other rejections, yes, it makes you feel rejected as fuck. But getting that win, you feel like you're higher than a cloud above the skies, above the universe, above the stars and the meteors, and you think that you can conquer the world. And then a family member or a friend or a colleague says, so what does that mean? Do you get like money? Then it makes you feel less than, again, because no, you didn't win the cash prize. That was for best film. But I'm very, very, very honored and thankful and grateful. And I could add that to the list of laurels, the list of awards that Divorce Diaries has won. And I have won as a writer. Okay. Last week, I was quarterfinalist in Filmatics Comedies Season 8. And now I'm a Best Screenplay Divorce Diaries in Breakout Film Festival. So to the casting director who probably never hired me and think I'm a crazy blonde, take this Best Screenplay Award and think about hiring me for the next gig you do, because I will pay my employees. Well, I mean, as long as I have a budget. I'm kidding. Of course I will. You gotta have money to pay them. You don't promise them to pay them and you don't pay them. That's what I was getting pissed off about. I am going to be coming to you, LA, October 21st, LA, Los Angeles, Comedy Chateau. You can go online now and get your tickets. Be there. I have my two very good friends, Mark Premiano and Doug Basiliga. Doug Bass, host of I'm a Basshole. Mark Premiano used to be on the Groundlings. He's been on tons of stuff with Jimmy Kimmel Live. They are so funny. They're also part of the Divorce Diaries TV pilot and the brand. They've been with me for years. They are such great friends and supporters of the show, and they are part of the show. So they're going to be special guests at Divorce Diaries in LA. Then I'm going to be in San Diego, October 22nd in the Mic Drop Comedy Club. Doug will be coming with me there as well. October 28th at October 28th at Comedy Dojo East. I will be performing Divorce Diaries special birthday show edition, and my cousin Candy is going to be hosting, special guest Fick, and of course the show, me, one woman, stand up and improv. Audience gets to write lines to their ex, doing something special for my birthday show. Stay tuned for more and keep living your happily ever divorced after. Don't forget to get your Solid State Coffee, solidstatecoffee.com, or visit them on the Upper West Side, New York City, 104 West 71st Street, New York. You can go to Solid State Coffee to get your 8-track blend and much, much more about their coffee that's making me feel very solid when I'm clearly a fucking mess. Stay tuned for more Divorce Diaries. I'm Michelle Trina, your creator, your host, and until next time.
Got my sunshine pouring like an ice coffee.